Today is July 13th, 2026. I'll be going over today's price session. Ended up taking one trade on the day. Um, and yeah, I think it was a pretty good trade, good stab at a long here. I was more long, but buys coming to the day. And yeah, very long buys. I wanted some type of reinflation of this low to take a long up to this 4 hour gap right here. That's the only reason why I was more bullish than biased here. And also, we had a huge 4 hour value gap and an NWAG fill right here. So again, we had an NWAG, we have a 4 hour unfilled rally gap up top, and really to the downside, we only have this swing low right here that swept out another 4 hour low. So to me, it didn't really seem high probability to be looking for longs. I mean short here. Um, so what does market open do? Immediately, well, also in the 30 minute, we were. The only reason I was a little neutral is because we're kind of in between draws. Like I mean, in balances, we had a 30 minute right here, and we're inside a 15 minute slash 30 minute right here. So I'm gonna see what do we do off market open. Okay, so immediately off market open, what do we do? We get a clean Judas swing right here. Immediately get sweep out this 15 minute EMA low that was that was my condition. This 15 minute interval was my condition slash 30 minute because actually no, this was a 2 hour. I completely forgot. Yeah, it was a 2 hour, no, 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour eating me low. So I want to see what do we do off that 1 hour. Immediately we get a 15 second. If you look at the 15 second, we have immediately we get a 15 second inversion um with just insane displacement. I couldn't even enter this on time, bro. That's how crazy displacement is. I think I gotta feel like it's somewhere here or something. I don't know. I got a really good feel for some reason. But, as soon as I enter this 15 second, I'm just targeting a 101 or all the way up here. Really, I'm just targeting my 101 here because yeah, I feel like prices could go all the way up here, but I just want my piece of the pie, get my 101, dip and just get my winning day. So ended up just taking this 15 second really clean. Also, what I wanted on ES also swept is inside a 15 minute gap right here, and it's just ripping higher and just ripping higher. My break even point was at ES when ES took this 4 hour 4 hour higher up here. I would have went break even just because this is a major high inside a big gap. So that's the reason why I decided to go break even. We were also inside a 15 minute gap right here, making it more A plus for me. And just seeing ES ripping just made me more confident that NQ would, at least follow through and rip too, you know. So immediately we get this 15 second inversion. I'm just looking for a immediate just immediate like good delivery. Immediately as soon as I enter this trade, we get super bad delivery. Like we're literally closing bearish and then reversing this gap. I thought I was gonna get stopped out here, not gonna lie. But then we have a good candle right here. So at this point, I went break even after these highs got taken. So right here, I decided to go break even. Why did I go break even? Because if you look over at ES, what is ES doing? Just you're ripping and just taking all my deals. So I am expecting ES NQ to just rip and follow through. I mean, there was just no reason for ES to stall and go back down because what is the reason other to stop me out? We already mitigated this 15 second gap. We should just go higher. We also have a CISD now. There's just literally no point, which we already tapped. Like at this point, there's literally no point for ES. I mean NQ to just go lower because this should have just hit. This should have just ran to TP because what is ES doing? Literally just ripping, just literally just ripping higher, bro. And just also another reason why I went break even is because we have a bunch of we SMT a bunch of lows. Like this is these highs. We SMT all these highs and just ES taking all my DOS. I just did not like that. So I could see a high chance of reversal at this point because there's just no reason. Because there's just no reason right now to just and Q to go lower. So I just decided to go break even. Immediately I get break even, which also saved me from a loss. This also saved me from a loss. Really, really clean. Um, this really good break even management for me. I decided to go break even, but this is a really good trade. If you lost on this trade because you were more convicted and just expecting ES to NQ to follow, then it's really good. There's no bad, if you went, if you took a loss, it's not bad. If you went break even, just because of what the reasons I mentioned, not bad either. But yeah, I went break even. Saved me from a loss. Okay, and then what do we do? What do we do on the what do we do? We literally just reverse off nothing. You know what I mean? We're not inside no fight. We're not really inside no sponsored gap here. We're literally just reversing off nothing. Um, so yeah, I really didn't see anything worth taking until we took this external low at this point. Because now what do we have? We should rebalance at this point because we have now dumped multiple. Like we have dumped, like bro, like how much have we dumped? We have dumped like it's about 200 points really. Right. Okay. Now, this is the second trade that I potentially saw coming was this 1 minute inversion. So we have a bunch of chop. We get that resweep inside our key level. Okay. We have basically everything here, but we get like probably one of the worst closes or time to close inversions ever. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to inverse, leaving a low resistance liquidity at your stop loss. I don't like that, right? We have a bunch of stack lows at your stop loss, and also we are entering right before 10 a.m. Again, right? There's two major cons here. The time to close is super bad, and entering right before 10 a.m. It's another like more reason just to stop you out here. If I lost on this, I would have just been like, okay, literally this is the reason why I lost, you know. But yeah, I would much rather just wait for a resweep here, because at 10 a.m. also this 5 minute gap, this 5 minute meg, it also becomes a 15-minute gap, making this liquidity pool even more stronger. So I just wanted to resweep there. We didn't get the resweep. We didn't get no SMT. If we got an SMT, then maybe I would justifiably take this trade because now it resets. There was just nothing here. There was no SMT. There was nothing, and I wanted my perfect mech here. We didn't get the mech that I wanted, and I didn't take the trade. If you took it, I mean, it is what it is. But it did hit for a 101 here. But yeah, after that we just chop around, and then Trump said something, and then it was like a 3 minute here. I just got off at this point. There was just no point of being in the markets, just because what's the reason? After Trump just was on, just like literally just no point. And it's a Monday, like, just get off. That's what I did. I just got off and said, okay, just, one of them days is a Monday, not really good. We got CPI tomorrow. And yeah, that's really it. That's really it for today. I took a one trade and ended up being a break even trade. So, yeah, very clean. Very clean trade I took. Saved me from a loss.